those couches were, those little. I hated that area.
That room felt very heavy.
It felt like there was people in every corner of that room. Well, we did our best.
Can you guess what we are? Oh, ready? 1, 2.
No, who's gonna introduce us?
Both of us. We go at the same time.
No. One of them always introduces the two of them, and then the other person goes, and welcome back. And I'll do the and welcome back to, because he's always the one screaming that. So you're gonna say, hi everyone, it's blah blah blah, and I'm gonna be like, and welcome back to.
Okay.
All right. Right. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. It is Sam and Colby today,
and welcome back to Halloween.
Woo! We look so good.
We look like 12-year-old boys.
Honestly, Sarah and I were like having fits before like filming because we look ridiculous. We look so. Actually, you know what? I'm kind of feeling myself.
Dude, the wig is growing on me. I like not mine, yours.
I think I should get a pixie cut and dye my hair black.
Your little pixie cut, like you don't look anything like Colby.
I don't.
You just look like a 40-year-old mother.
I don't. Sarah thinks I look like a mother trying to be hip with the kids.
You look like you're taking your kids to a fucking concert.
I look like I'm just like alternative. I just like I'm cool like that.
See, here's the thing. We could create a whole character around this wig. I feel like we should invite her back, and her name is Dolores.
Should we bring Dolores back?
Dolores, I feel like we should interview Dolores because I think she seems like your typical. What are you?
She's rude.
She's a fucking attitude. Yeah, but like Dolores was the one who was like lining up lines of cocaína back in the 80s.
Oh,
and then,
I see. Yeah.
And then she met her husband Donald. No.
Donald.
Sorry. No.
You're finding it. Don't hurt yourself.
She met her husband Ronald.
Okay, I'll take Ronald.
And it was a one-night stand. Dolores was out again with her girlfriends. And Ronald was just out for one night.
Ronald Weasley, you mean?
Whoever. And he needed to hit the club at least once. His friend said, it's time. And he said, okay. And he met Dolores. Dolores had her eyes on him. She never let him go.
Dolores is just the hair, by the way. He saw the hairdo and was like, yep, that's for me.
No. Dolores didn't cut her hair yet. Dolores had cut her hair after the baby.
So
Dolores had to become a mother because she met Ronald, and Ronald and her had a fabulous night. But it led to Bradley. And Bradley...
Not Bradley.
Okay. Ronald Jr.
Ron June.
Ron June. And... and she had to cut her hair because Ron June just wouldn't stop tugging at it. You know, he pulling on her hair, so she had to cut it. And then it grew on her. It grew on Dolores.
And then I became Cartel.
No, you were already there.
Oh, I was already Cartel.
But she, even though she's become a mom, she hasn't forgotten her wild side back in the 80s. That's Dolores.
Okay, so I'm a single mother.
No, you're still married. You're still married. Ronald doesn't say much, but you're still married.
Oh, so it's a one-night stand, like a successful one-night stand.
Oh, yeah, Ronald married your sweet ass.
He married Dolores.
Yeah.
He didn't marry me. He doesn't care about me.
No. You're a full character.
What
Dolores
do you look like?
I look like a kid whose mom did not pick him up from school.
You look like a kid from the 90s, for sure.
I look like a kid who is the background character of the bully.
I think you would have been a main character in 90210.
No. I'd be like a side character in the OC who got shot.
No. You know what you're giving? The kid from Hocus Pocus. Who
it's
lights
just a bunch
the black
of Hocus
candle.
Pocus.
The black flame candle.
Yo, you're so real for that. But like, it's the middle swoop, isn't it?
It is. It's the swoop. It's the cap. It's the sweater.
Okay, I need
combo.
you to be really honest with me right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, you're my best friend. You know me incredibly well. I need you to be like really honest. Okay.
Okay.
If my hair was brown, would I look like my brother?
Oh. You know what? You know what? You would
and
look
you know which brother I'm talking about.
Yeah, and you would. And you would.
No!
If your hair was... The blonde gives you, like, individuality.
Yeah, but if
you were a brunette with that wig on...
If I was a nice hazelnut brown like him...
Mama. I would get you confused. I'd be like, where's Sarah? Why are you here?
All I have to do is talk like this.
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up? Okay, so for anybody who doesn't know who we are at this point, because we've really pushed it, and you're like, who the fuck is Sam and Colby? They're just some guys, but we're big fans.
Huge fans. Sarah was convinced none of you would get it, and I mean, like, looking like this...
because our audience is not 12-year-old girls who like ghosts.
But they could be 12-year-old boys that like ghosts. We need to stop talking about 12-year-olds. Just putting that out there. But I think that they would, like, I feel like if they're within our, maybe not, vicinity, they might be into Sam and Colby. That's what I think.
My husband, maybe, but not because he likes them, because I don't stop watching him.
Because it's just on TV.
Yeah.
All the time.
Well, and closer to Halloween, I always binge watch their content.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love their content.
Okay, so for anybody who doesn't know, we are Sam and Colby. Sam and Colby are YouTubers on this amazing platform, and they're ghost hunters. They go around and they like ghost hunt for different locations. It feels very on brand. We have said previous times, multiple times on the podcast, like things about Sam and Colby, and we even said, I think I said out loud that I would feel like we had made it if Sam and Colby invited us for a ghost like a ghost hunt.
I would retire immediately after.
Move your cable behind you.
What
like
cable?
This Dolores, cable? Put the cable behind you.
That's very Colby.
You're hooked.
I feel like
no, Dolores, you didn't do it.
Dolores, I'm Colby. There. What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sam and Colby. And we're doing Hell Week because it's Hell Month for them right now.
Yeah. They've done some pretty hellish things so far.
They made a post on YouTube saying, should we buy a video saying, should we buy the Conjuring house?
That would be crazy.
They could fucking afford it at this point.
Oh, for sure. I don't know.
Dude, they have
why? I guess just to make more money.
Well, and go investigate whenever they want.
I think they should not only buy it, I think they should fully live there. Commit to living in that house, like Monday every day.
Like, I think they should commit to living there for a month and document what happens.
That's what I always thought, and I'm sure they've probably have been in conversations about it. But like, I would love it if they put up like wherever they go, like cameras on the walls, so that they're not like always holding it, and they just live their life for a month in an extremely haunted location.
It's giving Big Brother ghost hunt.
It is giving Big Brother ghost hunt.
Yeah.
I saw a ghost video the other day. I should have saved it for you, but it was like a full body apparition, and it was just like these random people doing a ghost hunt, and it was insane. It was quite like you could see the dress this woman was wearing.
I actually don't watch the ghost stuff on my TikTok page because the way that my fucking shit would be bombarded, like the algorithm can't know.
They can't know. They can't know at all.
No, because every once in a blue moon on Instagram, I get like a scary video, and then the algorithm is like, "Oh, you one of those?" And like, I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those on Instagram and TikTok. I'm not one of those. I don't like the scary content. YouTube's different because I can choose what I want to watch.
You can pause it. You can walk away.
On TikTok and Instagram, man, I fall for that shit every time.
Yeah.
Every time. They're like I found like. I watched one video. I didn't even finish it. And it was like of a girl being like, there's something in my closet. And it like cuts to the closet and it's empty. And then it cuts back to her and the thing's behind her. And I like, the minute I saw it, I immediately fucked.
You fucked? Immediately fucked.
I immediately noped the fuck out of there. But Instagram, it was too late. It was like, oh, okay, so
you like this?
We've cleansed this palette. All right. Do you want more? And I'm like, I don't want more.
Prepare for 40 more videos of
At 2 a.m. in the morning. I don't want more.
Stop it.
I can't stop scrolling, but please don't give me more.
I love the content. Like the paranormal stuff on TikTok. There's one guy that walks through graveyards with like a little like a voice thing that like speaks out words from ghosts.
Box.
Yeah, spirit box. Thank you. I should know that. I'm Colby.
God. Colby, come on.
Sorry,
We've been
guys.
doing this for years now.
And he will go around and like he'll hear like kids talking, like, "Where's my mom?" which is like kind of sad. And then he'll just hear like people like chattering or whatever. And every now and then you'll hear laughter, and then the ghost will be like, "You're fat." He's like, "What the hell, you asshole!"
Sorry, poor.
And then he just starts beef with the ghosts.
Those
in
are
the
your
graveyard.
21st century ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not worried about famine and like finding their lost husband from the war. They're judging you for your attire.
They said you wore that
And your life
to my
choices.
grave.
Yeah.
That's insulting.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah.
If you were a ghost, would you be like, if you had to haunt, would you be like a good haunt? Are you like Casper? Or are you like fucking shit up, like Paranormal Activity?
I would do just enough to drive somebody to the point of insanity. Like I would
Just enough. Just enough. I wouldn't cross that line.
I
to, like-
wouldn't, but I would do little shit. Like I would slide their glass just a little bit over.
Like in front of them?
No, while they're not looking.
Okay.
And then they look back and they're like, I thought my glass was here. And they're like, okay, weird. And they drink. They put it down. And then they're back doing something. And then I slide it a little bit further than that. And then they're like, okay, what the fuck? And they drink. And then they look. And they're like waiting for it now. So they turn. Nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
And then they look again. And they look. And nothing happens. And then they get distracted. And they look. And it's 5 feet away from them.
You're a cat. In the past, in the afterlife.
Yeah. But
You are
as a
cat.
full-grown adult, like I'd be there with the cats. The ghost cats.
You're just showing them. This is what you do.
This is how you do it.
And that's what cats
Or
learn.
I would write something in the fogged mirror, but only half. Like I would never finish the word.
Never finish the sentence.
Like I wouldn't say hello. I would just go heh.
They're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I would never I would only half-ass the ghost experience, so they would only ever think they might be haunted.
You go hell, but just one L, so it's not hell.
Yeah, I would need some autocorrect as a ghost. Yeah. For
Yeah,
sure.
okay.
Or I would.
You're like beware, but beware is spelt wrong.
Yeah, but if I touch them, I wouldn't throw them down the stairs or slam them up against a wall or even poke them. I would tickle them.
You're like, stop.
While they're asleep. They're like, what the, wait, was that a fucking ghost? Or I tickle the bottom of their feet.
That's diabolical.
Yeah.
That's worse than a possession, I think.
Yeah.
Tickling the bottom of the
But
feet.
only ever so slightly.
That's evil.
Yeah.
I think you're diabolical.
That's what I would, and then I would want to push them to the point of Jennifer Love Hewitt in I Know What You Did Last Summer when she's in the middle of the street and she's going, what are you waiting for? That's what I want. I would know I made it as a ghost. I could move on to the next dimension contently, knowing if I did that for them.
Knowing that you just ruined someone's psyche.
Huh? I'm right here. What are you waiting for?
Wait, I kind of love that.
Mm-hmm.
But you're gonna put them on edge, is what you're doing.
Yeah. But then when they're like, no, wait, this house is haunted. They're telling them, I'm not gonna do shit.
You're just sitting there.
Yeah. I want to silo their friends from them. Oh yeah, it's a full-grown plan.
I kind of like
Speaking
that.
of which, okay, first of all, happy Halloween, y'all. This
Happy
is on
Halloween.
Oh, let's get it. High five. Okay, it was not a high five.
What was I supposed to touch? Was I supposed to make contact?
Wait, put
They
it right
can't-
up against the screen. Yeah, okay. Oh, right there. Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
okay.
You saw it.
Okay.
It was live on
My
top.
whole arm was gone.
No, you need to just put your hand up against the screen. Yeah, okay.
Okay, we did it.
Yeah.
Pop. That's not a clap. Clap.
That's why I was gonna say that's why CGI exists. I meant sound effects.
CGI.
Just one whole ass form.
I don't think I can edit like that yet.
No.
One day.
Speaking of which, that felt like a really good segue. But so first of all, happy Halloween. I hope you guys are having the spookiest, ookiest, dookiest of days. Dookiest.
I hope a ghost is
Shitting on you.
yeah, toying with your psyche, making you run out in the street.
Yeah. Honestly, I kind of like the style of the ghost that scared the boy so bad that he ended up pooping on the toilet. I kind of like that style.
Son, what's happening? Dad! He's holding on. He's
If I died and I ran to that ghost, I'd be like, hey, big fan. So I have some hyperfixations of the week.
You haven't hyper-fixated on something in a while.
Dude, there's like quite a few. But first, the most important one that we must talk about, because this is the most recent. And it feels so on brand about the fact that we just like talked about what we did. But did you hear about the Ocean's 100 heist that happened in the Louvre?
Yes, and I love it. Can I say that? Is that allowed? I love it.
It was like, it felt like Ocean's 11, where they needed like the cool music as they left. But why did it also feel like The Heist with Ben Stiller a little bit?
With Ben Stiller.
Have you never seen that movie? No. Okay, dude, you need to watch it. It's not good. But
Is that what it's called? Is The Heist with Ben Stiller?
like Paul Blart Mall Cop? Yeah.
Ben Stiller heist man.
No, but that's the only way I could like really tell you who's in it. I mean, there's other people, but not people that you'd be like immediately like, oh yeah, I know.
Okay.
But the heist is like a comedic version of these people who like go, like they steal a car from this like really rich guy in a penthouse.
Oh, and it's just like they're doing it in such a silly way.
But yeah, but it's like they're not con men at all. They're just some guys off the street who like chose one person because they get like laid off, and it's like a whole financial thing.
Okay.
And he ends up stealing like all these people's pensions. Like it's a Robin Hood-esque kind of heist.
Right.
And so they're like, okay, we're gonna steal it, but they've never done anything. Eddie Murphy's in it. Like it's very funny.
Okay, I love it.
It's not great. Like it's not a good movie, but it is kind of like
It's
like,
taking
you
the
giggle.
piss.
Yeah. It's definitely a taking the piss kind of movie. When I heard this, I immediately thought of The Heist with Ben Stiller. But then I was like, this is also some Ocean 11 bullshit. And, like, you just fucking know.
They were out. They were in and out with all these, with like millions of in 7 minutes.
Dude, midday.
The thing was open.
They drove off in mopeds.
You're driving a moped with $1 million, like 1,000-year-old. I don't think it's 1,000, but like 1,000-year-old.
It was Napoleon's jewelry. When
Napoleon Dynamite?
Bonaparte. Dynamite's not a real guy.
He's not.
I wish.
Who defended France then?
That's a Halloween costume right there. Fuck. That would be so for Pedro and just like, dude, next costume.
That's so good.
But they drove off in mopeds, and they took a piece of construction equipment. Like they took a car with a like height thingy. What are those called? Escalades?
Yeah, with the ladder on it.
Yeah, they used one of those. They just took one. It felt so unplanned, but you know it was. They planned it.
They planned this for like years.
But you just know.
Months.
Like when I close my eyes and I think about this crew, there's one person who has no right to be there. Like he just happened to figure out about the heist, and so they have to loop him in, or he'll tell. Like now they have to involve him, right?
There's a hacker, but nothing needs to be hacked.
Yeah, there's a hacker, but no hacking necessary. One stoic, dark and handsome British man who's like, I've got this. He's got a sniper for no reason. He's on another roof.
He's facing the wrong direction.
Yeah. And he wore a disguise, but no one fucking cares. Like
they're just like, we're just trying to have a smoke break. Can you actually like get up here?
Yeah. And then there's the two guys who have like quippy back and forth, and they're best friends. So they've known each other for years, and they started this heist.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then there's the museum concierge woman who's just doing her job, but she met one of these guys a few years back.
She's in on it.
And no, she just fell in love with him. But she's an old flame, and he sees her concierging, and he's like, I gotta talk to her. And the guy's like, no, we're in the middle of a heist. You can't.
He's leaning against the broken glass, like flirting.
Yeah, and so she sees him, and she's like, what are you doing here? And so she catches on, and her new boyfriend, the security manager of the museum.
Oh, she got a boyfriend now.
Yeah,
oh.
yeah.
Saucy little woman.
She knows he's coming to catch her old flame. So she's like, you gotta get out of here. I know what you're doing. You're back at it again, aren't you?
But I love you. So you just gotta flee. I can't stand it if you went to jail without me.
And then he takes the jewelry and leaves one diamond, and it says, for you.
And it says, will you marry me?
No. They get married like 2 weeks later. Once they sell the jewelry on the black market and they walk away with their cool dun, 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 music,
Oh, yeah.
in their trench coats.
I think the
No, they
Pink
got
Panther,
caught immediately.
The Pink Panther is playing in the background. Like over the speakers.
Did you see the picture of one of the detectives on the fucking case?
Yeah, he's like Sherlock Holmes.
Dude, if they don't make another Pink Panther for this story, I'll sue. This is what Hollywood is made for. This somebody, please bring Steve Martin back and have him reprise his role one more time.
One more time.
For the theft of the... It's so Pink Panther coded.
Bring this man out of retirement just for this movie.
Yes.
We will pay him double.
Yeah.
And by we, I mean not me. Because I can't. I can't afford him. But pay him double.
But I want Pink Panther, a detective, and his side counterpart. And I want Ocean's 11 happening in both timelines.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Pink Ocean is what it's called.
What does it feel like an album by Frank Ocean? Is that
Frank
an
Ocean
album?
has to be one of the characters. He's now an actor. I don't care.
Plot twist. He is the security, the head of security.
He is head of security. Can I be honest? He plays one of the jewels. He's just lying there, sparkling.
just his head.
Yeah.
And because Frank Ocean's been missing for like, well, not missing.
They took him.
No.
They took him.
Not missing, but he hasn't been making music for years now. Like I think his brother passed away, and he like stopped making music.
Aw, bring back music. Let music
okay,
bring
the
joy
song's
to your
called
life.
Pink and White.
Oh, Pink and White.
Okay, I combined the two.
I mean,
I
close
loved
enough.
I loved Pink Ocean. I loved Frank Ocean. He was a great singer songwriter.
Didn't he do Fireflies?
Who
or am I
won 2
wrong?
Grammy Awards? Sorry, I'm reading from Google. What?
Did he do Fireflies or am I wrong? No, that's Owl City. I'm so wrong.
I like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to stay awake when I... No, wait.
It's hard to believe. It's hard.
It's hard to... It's hard.
It's just as hard, man.
What the hell do you end the song?
I don't know. Can I just say though, am I wrong in thinking like I kind of hope they get away with it, like the heist?
No, I think they got caught immediately.
They did? No, I don't believe that. I don't want to believe that.
I think
They got away with it.
I think they got caught. We're living in the new age of technology. You don't think they didn't...
They didn't get caught. It was too. They did it so well. Put some respect on their names.
Okay, maybe they didn't get caught.
No, I'm pretty sure they got away with it. Because people were like, "Oh, I hope they find them before they dismantle." Like it was like a race against time, because they're gonna dismantle those things.
Oh yeah, and then they're gonna sell them on the black market. Like immediately, it's gone.
Period.
Yeah.
And then somebody's gonna show up with a very fancy engagement ring.
I told my husband about that story. I was like, "Did you hear about the heist in the Louvre?" And he was like, "Oh no." And I explained it to him, and he was like, "How would you even like?" He's like, They're gonna get caught immediately. How would you even sell that?" And I'm like, honey, no.
I'm
I don't think they're walking into a fucking pawn shop and going, "Here's 100 million." No, like it's black market, man. Like you have to, like it's Ocean's 13. What's the Ocean's 8? They did that on Ocean's 8.
I never watched those.
Yo, that is so Ocean's 8. Oh my god, I didn't even line that up.
Do you think they based it off the movie? Do you think they saw a movie and was like, you know what? I could do that. Fuck it. The sky's my limit.
Yeah, I mean, hey, dream big.
I love a heist in 2025. We needed it.
Honestly, the heist was not on my bingo card.
It wasn't on mine either.
Also,
it hasn't been on
not
mine
on my
since
bingo
the
card.
1900s.
One of our fucking Canadian premiers sending a commercial out to the States going, "Hey, we hate tariffs," and Donald Trump going, "Me, it hurt my feelings. I'm not negotiating with you anymore."
Yeah. He goes, I'm mad now.
Yeah.
I'm angry.
2 white men. Like, I'm not saying as a Canadian are like, and I'm not from Ontario. This is not our premier. Don't get me wrong. Our premier is not she's not great either. But the premier who did it, he's like a fucking white man. Like he is Trump coded, and now they're both having hissy fits.
I'm so angry at you.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Look, I get it.
control
I
the
get
country.
it. We like he took Reagan out of context and created a commercial to try and cage. It's all propaganda bullshit. Like I don't agree with it in any side.
Didn't even see the commercial.
But guys, you run certain parts of the government.
I think
Can we
everyone
talk
just needs
about
to take
that?
a Xanax.
Like a woman would never.
A woman would never. She'd be like, I have things to do. Sorry. Bye.
A woman would be like, "Hey, I've dealt with meaner girls in high school. Shut the fuck up."
I am the mean girl. Mm-hmm. And I've dealt with myself.
Yeah.
So,
Like, I don't know.
I'm
It's
gonna
so
go
funny.
birth my
Also,
child
not on
and
my
then run
bingo
a
card.
country.
We were like this close to maybe negotiations. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe Trump was just fucking like blowing smoke in the air. And then he's like, "Yeah, negotiations. Yeah, I thought it was funny.
That's my Donald Trump impression.
Yeah. Honestly, when I hear him talk, I hear Charlie Brown's mom. Okay, so that was one of my hyperfixations.
Love. Same, honestly. I asked my boyfriend, I was like, did you hear about like the heist in the Louvre? And he's like, the Louvre, like the one in Calgary? And I was like,
We have a Louvre in Calgary.
no.
Okay, so that's when you've learned that your lovely boyfriend is not cultured and is a very small town boy.
He's from small town Saskatchewan. He's like, there's a Louvre.
That's how quickly you understand. He's not well traveled.
Bless his little heart. We'll get there. When I become rich and famous, emphasis on the rich, not emphasis on the famous, because fuck that. When I become rich at some point in my life, I'm manifesting that right now, I'm going to take him traveling.
I'm cool with like Selena Spooky Boo kind of fame.
Like a very niche fame.
Yeah.
Where you're like, people know.
Where people know that I walk
the earth
asleep around my house, laughing and eating food. Like that's what I want.
I miss her sleepwalking videos.
I know, they were so good. I absolutely adore her.
She would like I don't even know, like shuffle run around going.
Okay, I'm manifesting this too. We've always said we feel like we would made it if Sam and Colby invited us to go do some paranormal activity bullshit, because that would be so fun. But I'm also manifesting. Call me Chris and Selena Spooky Boo. Girl, you girl's Canadian.
They're
Okay.
Canadian. We could make a
Chris,
coven.
you just one skip and a hop away in BC. That's where you're from. Selena, you're in Ontario. You're a little further, but it's fine.
We'll get flare flights.
I'll get flare flights for them.
Really?
I'll fly in a cardboard plane for those ladies.
That's
Call
really
us up.
honorable.
Let's fucking do this shit. I'll talk to ghosts for you.
I would love to. Honestly, they're kind of like my Canadian icons.
They really are. Like we've had a few like YouTubers who made it out of Canada and like did something with themselves, but some of them suck. Like,
Well, I was gonna say, like, there was one really big one from Calgary, Alberta, although he doesn't live in Canada anymore, but
he was
awful.
great up until like a year ago, and
Until
then
you
some
find
shady
out.
fucking shit came out, and
Yeah.
and I'm not.
I don't endorse that.
No, and whatever, but
Men.
yeah, I know. I was so excited when I found out that he was from Calgary, Alberta, and then everything happened last year, and I was like, no.
And then you're so embarrassed.
You make us look bad down here, man.
That's how I feel. I hate when, like, Canadian celebrities do something and you're like, come on,
That's how I
man.
feel about. Again, I shouldn't come back to this, but that's how I feel about that stupid Ford bullshit he tried with the commercial. Like, dude, you're making us look bad.
Yeah.
Now you're making us look like assholes. That's the one thing we had.
We're not assholes.
That was the one thing we had was that we didn't fuck around and find out until the end. And now we're fucking around and finding out.
Yeah, Canadians need
These
to
are
be
the
humbled.
consequences of your own actions.
Period.
And now Canadians are suffering because of it. Because now Americans are like, are Canadians nice or are they fucking mean girls? And it's like,
No, we're mean girls.
well, yeah, but they don't know that until the end. And then we create the Geneva Convention.
I was like, World War II? Like, we've been the mean girls.
Yeah, but later. we do the shit like what Rachel McAdams did in the movie where like she was the mean girl the whole time and then she draws herself in the book. You never knew.
Oh, I love that. Mm-hmm. This girl is the fuggliest, and it's just the Canadian flag. I live. That's kind of iconic.
We take it to what's the foundation that like keeps all countries happy?
I don't know.
They don't do very well, but
The UN?
the UN. We go to the UN with the burn book. Crying.
This is what she said
Yeah.
about me.
Yeah. And then we walk around the school dropping papers, but it's all different flags. Except America.
It's like, I don't even know, like, Indonesia's like, I only fucked
China
a
and
hot dog
Japan are
once.
fucking beating the shit out of each other because they think they said something in the book. Yeah.
Because Coach Russia over there.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it ends with America pushing Canada in front of the bus.
Period. As they should. But then America has to snap their plastic crown and give it out.
Bro, I have to make this meme. I feel like I have to take that Mean Girl clip where it's like, you know what everybody says about you? And on the face is America. On Lindsay Lohan's face is Canada. Why has this not been made yet?
Oh
This
my
needs
God,
to
it
be
should
made.
be.
Dude, this
Do we
needs...
make it?
I
Are we the
fucking
ones?
feel like... I don't know. I feel like we need to do something here. we posted a highlight on TikTok. Well, we posted it everywhere, but we posted it specifically. The comments came through TikTok where we were talking about the candy apple.
Oh yeah.
And
That one was popular.
we introduced the sliced candy apple.
Yeah.
People are like, yo.
Which, like, duh.
Spencer, I think I'm gonna make a video of me making those.
You should. And you should patent it, trademark it, and sell it for millions.
No, I'm far too lazy for that. But I'm gonna create a video on my TikTok account being like, this is why I'm doing this. Is it as good as we said, or is it a fucking waste of time? We'll find out.
It'll be so good. It'll be so good. And you know what? I think everyone enjoyed that clip because it's true. Candy apples are garbage.
Somebody said they fuck with a caramel apple every time, and I agree with that.
No.
I could fuck with a caramel apple, or apples dipped in caramel, also phenomenal.
Yeah, apple slices.
Yeah, I think
You're not dipping
Why are
a
we sleeping
full
on the
apple.
slices? Our moms did a really good job when we were kids. Why would we forget about that? You don't have to throw everything out. Okay. Next hyperfixation.
Oh my god.
Is it just me, or
Yes.
did you also forget that the Victoria's Secret runway show is still a thing?
I forgot it was a thing. And I forgot it's, like, popular. Like, people dig it.
No,
still.
it came back. It got a second win because it was not popular for a few years there. We had that moment where everyone kind of like said like fuck Victoria's Secret and their like promotion of being thin and being skinny and like, you know, lack of promoting like healthy women, all this kind of stuff. For a few years there, Victoria's Secret was not that girl.
Okay.
This year, the show happened everywhere, all over my social media.
All over my social media.
All over, dude. And I was like, I thought we weren't doing this anymore.
What's the change? Why this year?
I don't know. I think maybe we caught a second wind, right? Everyone does. We're starting to lean back into this thing that I'm finding on like, you know, because the pendulum swings and what's cool is not like everything changes. But what I am finding is we're no longer here for the Kardashians. We're back for like the Kardashians dropped their butts probably like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And now we're back into this like thin girl era.
Why can't we go back?
Thin, like 90s thin.
Not the heroin thin. That's quite literally what it was called. The heroin body.
Yeah, we're not there, but I feel like we're kind of there. Also, but not fully because there's a lot more like representation on social media of different girls and different women.
Well, they had Ashley Graham on the runway, and
Well,
she's a plus size model.
Well,
which she's
do you
not
remember
plus
that
size.
actress, or not actress, that model who I called her actress because the only thing I think I've ever fucking seen her in is Just Go With It with Adam Sandler. She's a model, and she's not like a curvy woman. She's very well endowed, I will say that, but she's very bustier, you know, but she wasn't like a fat model, and everyone called her like a plus size model, a curvy model.
This is why I have such bad body dysmorphia.
Well, like, do you remember being like a high school girl and like getting with your okay, maybe that's a little, but like I remember watching the runway show every year.
I don't
And
remember
some of my
watching it.
girlfriends and I, like, when we, like, yeah, well, I mean, you were kind of off, like, smoking the doobie with your friends. Hating everything around you.
Yeah, as
I
should.
was a bit more, like, in the preppy area. But all my girlfriends and I, we would get together and we would, like, have, like, a slumber party and we would, like, watch the show. That sounds so fucking stupid.
It does, because
I
it's
hate
just like
that
women
just came
walking
out of
down
my...
a runway in like lingerie.
Yeah, but then there was like Maroon 5 singing and Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
And, like you were there for the halftime shows. It
Twice
was
played.
our Super Bowl, man. And people are like, yeah, it's our Super Bowl now. And I'm like, what is it? I haven't seen it for years. So who's watching it? Is it the younger generation starting to watch it
Gen
now?
Z for sure. They're into like the modeling sort of, and I do think they had more diversity. I don't know.
Well, I
didn't
mean,
really
look
watch
at
it.
these kids who are in high... God, I just aged myself with that sentence. I don't even
Look
have
at
to
these
finish that.
kids, these kiddos.
I don't even have to finish that. But like I see these girls. I was in this was a phenomenal way to make me feel like ass about myself. I'm
Period.
gonna tell you this story. Walk out of my house. It's a Friday afternoon, you know, I'm hungry. I'm not wearing any makeup. I'm working at home. I'm just, you know, living my best life. And honestly, at this point, I really don't that's not true. I do care what I look like, and I do get self-conscious. I'm not wearing eyeliner today, and I feel naked. I didn't realize I was so codependent on this little flick that sits at the end of my eye, but here we are. Not wearing makeup is funny because, like, sometimes I don't even know I'm not wearing makeup. Like, right now, I just remembered I'm not wearing makeup, but sometimes I just like live my life, and I'm comfortable enough in my skin that I don't need to like. When I was in high school, I had to leave the house wearing makeup
Same.
because I felt really self-conscious about myself. I don't need to do that now.
Same.
And I've learned to like love, and same thing with like my weight. Like my weight will fluctuate, and where I am in like the journey of my body, like I'm learning to love myself where I'm at, because I think it's important to just like always progress and make yourself, you know, the best version of yourself. Whatever that looks like for you is different, but also learn to love who you are in the moment that you are in, you know, kind of that kind of bullshit. That kind of bullshit.
Learn to love yourself for fucking whatever.
Whatever they say on TV, you know? And whatever those Dove commercials say. But I was in the drive-thru, was going through Tim's, not wearing any makeup. I don't think I looked like sloppy, but when I'm not wearing makeup and I'm like kind of like busy living my life and I'm touching, I struggle with like perioral dermatitis, which is kind of like rosacea around my mouth. And it's not like, it's like I look like I have a mustache in red is
I
kind
love
of
it.
what I look like, who's the guy from Looney Tunes with the really long red mustache?
Oh, Sam. What's his name? Oh, boo, 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 boo.
You know,
That guy.
what's his name?
What's his
I want to
name?
say Elmer Fudd, but that's Wabbit season, man.
Wabbit season. Rustic Sam. No. What's his name?
It's bothering me.
Sorry, I'm Googling it. Looney Tunes. Red hair guy.
Yankety Sam?
Yankety Sam is crazy.
What's his name?
Yosemite.
Oh, Yankety Yosemite.
Yankety
She was close.
Yankees? No. Yankety?
Yosemite was close. So, yeah, I look like Yosemite Sam.
With like your mustache?
Yeah, but so I was like kind of like rocking that when I was in the Tim Hortons drive-thru, just like the rosacea that I have.
Yeah.
And this car of high school girls, like they were on lunch break, because there's a high school like close to where I live, and they were on lunch break, and these girls, blown out gorgeous hair, like they look like they're not wearing makeup, but they are, because it's the no makeup thing right now. Like the eyeliner's out. Apparently people aren't wearing the flick, which y'all
Bring the flick back.
the flick has never left my side. And gorgeous. And I was like, you're 17. When I was 17, I did not look like this.
I agree.
Why do they look like this now? What are they doing? What are they putting in the water?
They have social media to be like, okay, this is what you do. This is how you
this is
maintain
why
it.
I think Victoria's Secret is like that girl right now.
Just 'cause
But I hope, and this is kind of what I think I saw, because I didn't really watch it, because I still stand on business and I'm not gonna fucking watch that shit, because I want to feel good about myself just for like a week, okay? I get like 1 week out of the month where I actually feel good about myself, and I was in that phase, and I was like, I don't want anything to bring me down. Like, we'll talk about it in 2 weeks. I'll watch a Victoria's Secret show and fucking hate myself as I'm eating my bag of chocolate and crying about the new month happening, you know what I mean? But so I didn't really watch it, but I saw a lot of shit on my social media, and they brought back a lot of old models from our generation, like, of watching it, and some of them have aged normally, and I'm fucking thankful for it.
Like, they don't look like they're aging backwards.
Or they don't look like Botox the fuck out.
Oh, I love.
Like they're just women aging, and like, you know, there were the comments of people being like, ew, like, why does she look like that now?
There's always gonna be comments like that.
Always, but yeah, absolutely. But there were so many comments of women being like, this is so refreshing.
I love it. I love seeing older women, or like women with like acne, like rocking it, you know?
Yeah.
Women that like don't have like super skinny or even like super duper fit bodies, just like hanging out, having fun.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow, a human being for once in my life.
Yeah,
And
cellulite. Or there was this model who had like gorgeous legs, and this wasn't Victoria's Secret. This was like a fashion show. Maybe it was last year or something. And she was gorgeous, tall, like very powerful, like quads, and like was like, she had a smaller waist, and but her legs were jiggling as she was walking. Like they were swaying, right? They weren't just like not moving. And she had like, she had a booty.
Yeah.
And people were like, ew, like it's jiggling, like why is it moving? And it was the men mostly.
Incels.
And women are like, that's how it fucking looks. Like, what do you mean? I know not all men are like that. Like I've had many men say one of two things to me, which always kind of validates my like when I'm like, okay, I get it. Men always say boobs are boobs.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what size, what shape, they're boobs. We like boobs.
Yeah.
And a lot of guys, like, because when we were in, like when we were teenagers, having thick thighs was not the vibe.
No.
Victoria's Secret, man, you needed the gap between your thighs.
The gap between your thigh,
Yeah.
the thigh gap. I forgot about that.
If your thighs touched,
that, like,
you were fat.
Reverted me into like a cave.
Dude,
for years.
For years, I never showed my legs.
For years.
I never, until I met my husband, and he was like,
Hell yeah.
I love,
Hell yeah, brother.
and I don't, I like, and you know, not to like justify, but I don't have like chunky legs, but I have my dad's fucking body. Like I got my mom's height and my dad's physicality, and so I can put on muscle very easily. But when I was in high school, that was the worst possible thing I could have done, because I have very like quaddy legs. Like I have thick thighs, but like I've always been like really strong in my legs, and I got ridiculed for it all throughout school.
That's so sad.
And I had strong legs. I was an athlete in high school and junior high. I was doing all the sports. And I still had like, I had a gap, but then part of my thighs touched.
My
And I
thighs
got
have
shit
always
for it
touched.
all the time.
My thighs make out.
Oh, it hurts.
It, like, I have to put, like, this is how bad it is. I have to put deodorant when I'm wearing skirts.
No, you got to get that chafe stick,
And
girl.
you got it. Yeah. No, deodorant works well for me.
It's hard to get off. Like, it's hard to wash off.
Oh, you just scrub it.
No, because, like, the deodorant that slips the way you need on the thighs has aluminum in it. And then the aluminum doesn't come off your thighs. And I also don't want it that close to, like...
Your private area?
The fertility window. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
Like, let alone having... Like, people are like, don't put it in your armpits because that's where your thyroids are. But, like, there's some thyroid happening down here. There's got to be.
Can we talk about how deodorant's now, like, $17 for, like, a stick?
What kind of deodorant are you using?
Well, I go to Dollarama because it's the cheapest deodorant.
Okay, I'm going to give... It's not... I don't think it's a hot take, but people... Somebody somewhere is going to be like, oh, fuck, there's another one. I know it's going to happen. Okay, so I stopped using deodorant that had aluminum in it a few years ago because I was just terrified of the idea of like putting more shit in my body. And I started switching to natural deodorant. But I am a woman who sweats. I have an overactive sweat gland.
Stinky.
Not stinky.
Stink.
But like I do sweat. I'm a sweaty person, and like I get clammy hands. Like I went to my doctor and I was like, is it normal to sweat this much? And she's like, no. And it's not
She's like, you're a freak.
And I don't really sweat in my underarm area. I don't sweat but it's more so if I'm at the gym. The gym is where like, and I know everyone sweats. No, I sweat at the gym. I walk out and I have like.
And you're wet.
Sweat marks.
Babe.
Like I bought this really cute top that wasn't black. It was like a brownish kind of green, army green color. It was a t-shirt and I wore it to the gym. Dude.
Changed color.
The underboob was fucking out to play. Like it was so sweaty. It was disgusting.
But that's how you know you had a good workout.
Oh yeah, and I honestly, who the fuck cares? I'm at the gym. Like I'm not there to pick up men. Like
You're not at the grocery store for like,
I am the man.
Top of the day, ladies.
So I was doing some research. I tried a shit ton of natural deodorants and they all did the same thing. And it was, they smelled great at the beginning. And then halfway through the day, it mixed with the sweat and turned into this weird swampy shit. Like every natural deodorant I tried, I had this weird kind of like experience where you could tell that I was sweating and I had deodorant on, but it wasn't like masking it.
Okay.
So I was getting really frustrated, and then I came across this person talking about this stick of salt that's a deodorant, and it's something that like they used back in the olden times, like when deodorant wasn't invented. It was like a natural thing. So I bought it because it was $10. Dude, I bought that a year ago. The stick is still this big, and I wear it every single day, and I don't stink.
Not at all.
You have to put it on like right after you get out of the shower. And you can at the gym I still wear deodorant. I use Old Spice at the gym.
Love.
Because it just holds up the best.
Yeah.
But I'm not wearing deodorant throughout the entire day. I'm just putting a stick of salt on my underarms and I do not smell.
Well, now it's gonna like bump up in price now that everybody knows about it. Where did you get it? Did you just like order it off of Amazon?
No, I bought it from like a naturopathic site, but there's tons of different versions.
So it's just a stick of salt.
Dude, it's just a stick of salt.
Like,
And you
does
just
it
wet
hurt?
it, and then you rub it, and you wet it, and you rub it, and then you dry it, and you stick it back in your cabinet.
Damn.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't think of that.
And it was $10, and I'll have it for years.
Dang. And
Yeah.
you don't like nothing.
Nothing.
Does it burn when it goes on?
Nope.
After you shave?
After I wax.
Oh yeah, you wax.
I mean I
Nice
wax
girl.
and then I mean I don't put deodorant right on. Like and I don't put anything. Like I'll put a little bit of I do put like a after wax treatment, like
Yeah.
an oil, but I don't put deodorant on, even just like regular deodorant once I wax. Like you got to let the skin kind of fucking figure shit out. But yeah, like I'll put it on. It doesn't burn, it doesn't hurt, nothing.
There you go, everybody. If you're stinky and you don't want aluminum on you, use a salt stick.
And you can like rub it anywhere.
Anywhere? Anywhere?
Sometimes I rub it like when I'm working out and I'm doing like really intense powerlifting sessions and I need to wear my knee sleeves. I'll put it on the back of my knees before I put the sleeves on,
Ooh,
so
that's
that
smart.
it doesn't smell.
Why do you need knee sleeves, you old ass woman?
It's just, well, when I'm squatting 250 pounds, like multiple times, I need knee sleeves.
It couldn't be me.
My knees will not hold up. I find that the knee sleeves are nice because it just helps you kind of spring back up faster. Like it just keeps everything more in place. So it gives you the support that you need. Just like with the belts. Like I think a lot of people who go to the gym and see these like items and this gear that people wear, it's like, oh, I need that. And it's like, no, but you will get to a certain point when you work out where you're like, okay, like I have to kind of start using this stuff. Like I didn't wear a belt for the first year of me like really figuring out my squats. Mm-hmm. And then I started lifting heavier. Like once I bumped up past, like a plate and a half, I started putting on the belt because you can brace up against something. It helps you keep your core intact. But if you're putting on a belt, the minute you start squatting, you're not training your body to actually like hold itself properly. Like there's a bit of a science to it, but yeah, the gear is helpful to wear. Like the knee sleeves help me when I'm doing like squats on the machine and I'm like in like a pretty deep position. Mm-hmm. It helps me just get back up a little faster. And my knees are a little poppy. Like when I'm doing certain exercises, they do kind of click. So it just keeps it safe.
Mine do that and I don't even do anything.
Maybe you need some knee sleeves. Just like functioning.
When I stretch in the morning, both my ankles crack.
I think that's fine.
Okay, good.
I'm not a doctor.
Well, then what are you doing here?
You're in Canada. You can go for free.
I just don't like waiting. I don't like talking to them.
But valid. And why are they always so mean lately?
I mean, right? They're just so grumpy because they're overworked. And everyone's coming in for, like, everything. Like, you have people with, like, genuine problems. And then you have people coming in being like, I stepped wrong yesterday. Can I get, like, a full body x-ray? And they're like, no, I think you're okay.
They're like, I owe $300,000 in loans for this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, you know, I'd be grumpy, too. Okay. This is going to be a longer episode.
Sous-la-vie.
Okay. It's 47 minutes in.
Oh, we haven't even started our main. Okay.
Okay. What are we going to talk about today, Spencer?
I have to go grab my laptop.
No! Oh, it's happening. Okay,
Wait, pause.
fucking hurry it up. Okay, I'll talk to you while Spencer's grabbing her laptop. Halloween is a very special day for me and Spencer, so I want to say thank you for all of you joining in and hanging out with us on this lovely, lovely day. If you are seeing this episode, you're seeing it earlier in the day on Halloween morning. Spencer and I are going to be hopping onto my main channel tonight on my Twitch channel and playing. Spencer's going to be playing her first real scary game on my Twitch channel. So if you are here for the vibe, you're interested in the vibe, there will be a link down below on the video linking to my Twitch channel if you want to see Spencer and I. We're also dressing up in another costume. So if you want to get another dose of Spencer and I today of the dysfunctional duo, come see our costume change. That felt like a good sponsored like commercial break.
We don't even have to do the outro. You just did it.
No, we have to do the outro. Okay.
Oh, this wig is
You
a
might have
mess.
to rock it through this a little faster, but it's fine.
That's okay. I picked some shorter.
Some people were saying they were here for the longer episodes, so I mean, maybe it's okay.
I feel like people
Halloween.
like the longer episodes because, like, usually
You
you're
don't.
sitting
You
down.
have to edit it.
I mean, it's actually not the worst.
Okay.
It could be awful. It could be the worst.
Believe me, it has it.
I'm gonna save the pictures for the last, and I will post those on my face.
On your face?
On my face, but I have some horror stories that I thought would be fun. We should have made like our lighting more.
Oh yeah,
like,
dude! I
spooky.
just was thinking about that. Hold on, let's switch it up.
One of these days when Sarah and I like get our like shit together and our ducks in a row, we'll like probably decorate a little bit more for the holidays. Maybe Christmas will start.
Yeah, we really fucking dropped the ball, didn't we?
Well, I mean our costumes are kind of iconic, I think.
I'm disappointed in us.
I'm not. I think we nailed it. I think Sam and Colby would be like, "Hey, that's totally me." I think they're going to send us a cease and desist letter
Oh,
for identity theft.
oh, it's true fandom.
Wait, that's so... Oh, like that we're just changing it. We're so useless.
It's
We're so
fine.
funny.
It's totally fine.
I love it. Oh, this is... I have a fancy new computer. I think I talked about it already, but it's so fancy and new. I love it.
Okay.
How's that? That looks great, actually.
I
You kind of
know.
nailed the shit out of that.
Ooh.
Okay. Happy Halloween.
Or should one of us be purple?
Oh, maybe one of us is... I don't know. I kind of like the orangey... It's giving aura.
Okay.
Because we're always... Like, I'm usually pinkish purple.
Okay. Okay.
I like this.
Wait, hold on. Let me just test it out.
If you don't like it,
Fuck
like
off.
this episode and leave a comment and press the bell button if you hate it.
Dislike the dislike button below. Unsubscribe and
Reverse psychology us and actually send us lots of love so we know to do better next time. Thank you so much.
Okay, let me just see what happens. It's boring. Okay.
It's boring.
Okay. As you were.
Okay, so the first scary story I have is the elevator from hell.
Ooh, okay. I like scary stories.
I'm not wearing my
What's your
glasses.
favorite scary movie?
I'm not wearing my glasses, so if I can't read.
No, please, put them on. Become Dolores.
Wait, is
Become,
this gonna be-
become Dolores.
Are you
Become her.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
I look like a mom now.
I'm so obsessed. Okay, do you need a pixie cut, girl? Oh my god, why am I kind of fucking with it?
I need everybody who watches these videos, if you never commented before, this is your moment to shine. I need you to comment and let me know if I should get a pixie cut or not. Because I think I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling it. I love it.
Dude, I'm actually upset. We have to take a picture and just send it to your boyfriend and say fucking nothing like this after we film.
And he's like, cute.
Dude, I like close my eyes and I think this is how you're gonna be as like us just fucking around at like 50.
I hope so.
With a
At
glass
50,
of
I'll
wine.
go crazy. The older I get, the less I care, so it is what it is.
I always wondered why women cut their hair when they get older, but I think I understand now.
Because it looks cute. I mean, it's giving, I was telling Sarah this, it's giving like, she's the man. I look like Amanda Bynes dressed as her brother. Trying to like,
You're ugly.
somebody hit me, like pretend to hit me in the balls so I can screech. Please and thank you. Okay.
When I look at you deep down. Sorry.
That's a good movie, honestly.
Oh my god, Channing Tatum was delicious.
I think that
in
was,
that
for
movie.
me,
Holy
that was
fuck.
his peak. He was the hottest in that movie.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, and I just want to put this out there before we go into the stories. I happened to just like come across The Mummy, and I may have watched it 5 times since I first started watching it, and it's not for the plot.
It's never for the plot.
That man is so gorgeous.
That man is so fun.
Holy shit!
When he steals the like mining equipment and gives it to her, oh my god.
When he picks her up because she wants to come with them
And locks her in the room.
door. Oh my!
Nobody goes in and she doesn't come out.
Ah! Dolores.
He could kidnap me. He could heist me. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
The elevator from hell.
Ooh. One time, I went to the hospital to accompany my grandmother and my aunt, who was pregnant, who were both there for a checkup. We also brought my aunt's younger...
Wait, are these true stories?
I think so.
Okay, sorry.
These are
I'm in
Reddit
the mood.
stories.
I'm in the mood. Sorry, I got distracted. I just need validation. Okay, go.
We also brought my aunt's younger child, a male kid around 2 years old, during that time. When my grandma was in the doctor's office... My grandma.
Okay, sorry.
And my aunt was talking to the receptionist, I was watching over my cousin, who's playing with a little girl around the same age. My aunt returned, and the kids continued playing. I didn't pay much attention, as nothing out of the ordinary was happening. But I tried starting a conversation with my aunt, saying, "How adorable is it my cousin is playing with that other little child?" And then she asked, "What child?" "My cousin has been playing alone. No child in sight."
Honestly, I believe children and animals wholeheartedly if they say they see something.
Phineas is like, "I saw something."
Hey, mom, I said something. I wholeheartedly believe a child if they're like, if it's like not their imaginary friend that they like always play with, and not like in a creepy, like they've always kind of had that one. Like if they're like, "Oh yeah, that little girl sitting in the corner," I'd be like, "Time to leave."
The way I'd be throwing hands at the air.
Yeah.
Like we're fighting it.
At a child who's like 2 foot tall, you're like fucking hitting up here.
In this haircut.
I believe a child wholeheartedly.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Okay, now maybe there's a logical explanation to that, but we didn't speak about it until we were about to go home. We were still in the hospital. We went to the elevator coming from the 3rd floor where the laboratory is and pressed ground floor button.
Ground control to
Here's where it
Major
got
Tom.
weird.
Sorry. Sorry.
I love when you say words and then like a song just like appears.
It's my stim. I don't know what to tell you. That's such a good song.
Okay. Okay. Now here's where it gets weird. It took a few seconds before the door opened, which is insane because we were coming from 2 floors above. Then when the door opened, we were in a place that had no lighting, just natural light for what seemed like a small window of the side room. There was nobody there, no sound, which is crazy because we were in a hospital building. So they were on the 3rd floor. They're going to the ground floor. They get into the elevator, and the elevator takes a very, very long time. We didn't go out of the elevator. We all looked at each other, silent, then pressed 3rd floor, trying to go back. Then it was normal again, but we realized upon getting out of the elevator that we weren't on the same floor. I then immediately approached a security guard and asked, "Is this the sort of..." I said,
So is this
episode?
She's having a stroke.
And they're like, the asylum is that way. It's that word. Actually, thank you so much.
We have a code red.
And then I immediately approached the security guard and asked, "Is this the 3rd floor?" And he asked, "Is that where you're going?" I replied, "Yes. We're trying to find the exit to the 1st floor." And he quickly called a nurse to assist us. Why couldn't he do it? He's like, "I don't know.
He's getting paid to do that.
I don't actually work here. I'm here to serve bodies."
I'm from the other ward.
He's in a straight jacket. Security's written in like Sharpie.
Yeah.
We went around the room and then the nurse got us again on the elevator. Weird, right? Well, he pressed the same button we did the first time and we arrived on the 1st floor, the door in front of us. We talked to the little nurse and he told us how people often get lost in the hospital. Apparently, the floor we were on earlier was going to the rooftop.
What was at the rooftop?
What did they describe it as? It wasn't much. The door opened and we were in a place that had no lighting. Just natural light from what seemed to be a small window on the side of the room.
Creepy.
There was nobody there, no sounds, which is crazy because they're in a hospital building. So they went into the elevator, pressed ground floor.
Something took them upstairs.
And it took it up. And then when they tried to get back down, it like wouldn't really fully let them.
That's creepy.
Isn't that creepy?
Yeah.
I've had experiences in elevators where I've pressed like a certain floor and it's taken me to a basement.
I lived in an apartment building before we moved to this house, and I always had this, like, nothing ever happened, but I always had this, like, vision in my head that I would be in the elevator and something would, like, attack me the minute I stepped out, or, like, something would crawl around from the other side of the hallway. Like elevators, when it's quiet and empty, they always fucking freak me out.
Elevators are super scary.
I don't love elevators in general.
There's like an element of like surprise that you're not expecting.
Yeah.
Okay.
If there was a person standing in an elevator turned away from you when it opened, would you go in?
Like the elevator opens and somebody's standing in the middle of the elevator but like facing the wall.
Or in the corner?
I probably would. I got places to be.
Are you insane?
Well, I don't know. People are weird though. Like I would just assume it's just like some dude being like, I don't know, cracked out.
No.
I wouldn't assume, like, I honestly genuinely wouldn't assume it was like anything paranormal. I'd just be like, what are you doing?
Your cable is doing its thing.
They can't know I'm
They
robot.
can't know. They can't know.
They can't know. The illusion is ruined.
Yeah, that one was creepy. But I give it a 3 out of 10.
That's fair. It was hard. Like, a lot of the stories I found were just very short.
No. I'm going to rate I'm not rating you. I'm rating their story.
I take it very personally.
You didn't write them?
Okay, story 3.
What happened to story 2? Oh, wait.
That was it. They just
Story
like,
1 was the story of the little girl who just saw another little girl.
yeah, so like they were on the elevator, it was weird, and then like she saw a little girl playing with her cousin, but the little girl wasn't actually there.
Okay. Yep.
So story 3. So we bought a brick house back in 2012 and fixed up the inside, and the roofing was replaced. Well, nothing happened for a while we were in the home, but little things started to happen, like the oven knob cutting itself off, and very strange sounds from the basement. Sorry, again, these are Reddit posts, so like I have
Nothing's
to
written
fix the
well.
grammar.
Nothing's written well.
No. One night while hanging out in the living room around 11:30 p.m. With my mother watching TV, one of her favorite poodles we had named Cupid, for no reason, started growling into the kitchen, but nothing was there. Then he started growling at the hallway, to the door leading to our room in front of the hallway entrance. What? I picked him up to show him nothing was there. I walked him into the hallway and he flipped out and managed to jump from my arms and run back to the couch with my mother. We were visibly confused about what took place, but nothing other than that happened. So like the dog was barking at the hallway.
Again, I believe you wholeheartedly.
I had a dog, Isabella. She was a Yorkshire Terrier Poodle Cross. Shout out, she's
She
dead.
fucking hated me.
Yeah. She was a menace to
She
society.
really had it out for me the entire time. Cedric was worse, but Cedric hated everybody.
Cedric was
Bella
Colby.
just hated me.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
You had
She
an
hated me.
attachment.
She hated me the minute. Yeah, you lived in the most haunted house ever, bro. It
She was
wasn't me.
traumatized, I think.
On it, yeah, probably.
But like she would bark at things, and then one time she like got up, like something was like hitting her. Like she got up as this like something like sparked her, and then she jumped off my bed and hid under it, and it like took every being of my body to get her out. Like she was like snapping at me, biting at me.
when we lived in the haunted apartment building,
Yeah.
which we've talked about before, I was home alone. I think Leo was traveling at that time, like he was on a business trip, and we had a couch in the living room. You would know this, but I'm trying, like, how do I explain this? So in the middle of the living room, we had an L couch, but there was like walkable space behind the couch.
Yeah.
And then kind of like the coffee table and then the TV. And it like all kind of was centered with like a rug. Honestly, it was kind of like a really cool decor option, I might add.
It was a sick place.
It was kind of a sick place. Well,
if it wasn't haunted.
If it wasn't haunted. And I was watching a movie. It was like maybe 7 p.m. at night. And the cats, I was kind of like on the long part of the L that doesn't extend out. And I was just kind of like leaning, watching TV. And the cats were in front of me. And both of them popped their head up at the same time. And eyes went huge.
Ugh.
And they were looking at something behind me. And I shit you not, I saw that, stood up, didn't turn around yet.
No, of course
Stood
not.
up, walked, and then turned around. Because I'm like, I ain't about to be like, and then like fucking see some shit behind me. I was like, no, you don't get that fucking, you don't get that.
You don't get that.
So I stood up, I walked away, and then I turned around, nothing. But they stared at it for like a good 5 minutes.
That's
And then
horrifying.
it moved, whatever they were looking at, moved to the corner of my living room, like to the top ceiling. They looked at,
And they were just staring at it?
they were just staring at it. And I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see a bug. And they weren't like watching something fly. They were locked on something for about 2 minutes. I got up, moved away from the couch, was waiting for and I was trying to be like, hey guys, like, trying to get them out of it. And then immediately both their heads darted to the corner of the living room.
See, that's terrifying because like one animal doing it, you're like, okay, you're schizo.
It was both of them.
But both of them?
It was fucked.
That's scary.
Yeah, and I never knew what it was. It was obviously like, again, I believe animals wholeheartedly. It was obviously something.
Yeah.
But I was home alone, and I was like, well, I'm not sleeping tonight.
That was like the worst apartment, I think, in the history of apartments.
Yeah, it was really creepy. You always felt like you were being watched.
Always. Oh, especially at night.
Especially at night, yeah.
So many other things happened to this house. One time, my mother and one of my younger brothers were hanging out in the kitchen playing Sims 3 on her laptop.
Let's go!
Love that.
Sims 3, that was my shit.
That was so good.
I would sit on my friend had her PC on the ground with a monitor on like a box, and we would sit on the floor all night long until our asses went numb because we were playing Sims 3 for so long.
Did you ever kill them?
No, I was not out for bloodlust. I wanted them all to get married and have babies. I really played house.
I murdered them.
Hey,
I got creative.
It's not the game, it's how you play.
It's how you play. They said that what they heard. They said they heard something that sounded like a dog kennel scraping across the floor in the sunroom, but when they looked, nothing moved.
Was there a dog kennel in the sunroom?
They didn't specify.
Oh, okay. Sorry, yeah, read it.
I'm assuming so because they had a dog named Cupid.
Okay. Cupid.
Cupid, that's what's the dog
Cute.
name. Right? And it was a poodle.
Oh,
poodle
yes.
named
Okay.
Cupid.
The one that ran away and screamed and like hid in the living room.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm with you.
Another time, I was laying on the bed at like 1 a.m. in the morning, minding my own business.
You said 1 a.m. What do you think? In the afternoon?
I know that another time I was laying in bed at like 1 a.m. I'd say in the morning. I'm not sure. I'd say in the morning.
There's only 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And she is in the morning.
And she's the morning. No, come on now. Laying there minding my own business, but was completely scared half to death when a super loud bang went off. What sounded like gunshots outside my window or in my room. I wasn't the only one that heard it either. My sister in the next room did and was shaken up by it. I threw my covers over my head in fear before I dared to get up.
It came from inside the house?
It sounded like she was like, it was either right outside my window or like inside my room.
Oh, creepy.
And then not long after, what happens, these very same loud bangs happened again a few times. The second, I only heard, I think. But the third time, it woke everybody up, and my father actually scanned the entire house inside and out because it sounded like a pistol went off. That's how loud it was.
Jeez.
He found nothing. Everyone was confused and shaken, and I don't remember sleeping well that night.
So do you think maybe it's not like like it wasn't like a ghost, but it was more just like residual energy?
It could be. It's hard to say because there's like something in the hallway.
The minute that stuff happens, I go, let's check the history of this house.
Yeah.
Like, call the realtor and tell her, you tell me the truth now.
What happened?
Yeah. Who died?
Who's here?
Who died here?
Isn't it only like 5 years after somebody dies that you don't have to disclose it?
Probably.
Which is, I don't know. I kind of get it because in like 100 years from now.
everybody's dying.
Everybody does. Everybody makes mistakes.
Everybody has
goes
those
through-
days. What did you say?
I was
1, 2, 3, 4.
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody
has
goes to
those
hell.
days. Everybody goes to hell.
Everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Just kidding. You go to heaven because you subscribe. Unless you don't subscribe, in that case, I can't say anything about that.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes. But undo your mistake and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye. Another night, my sister was in the kitchen, and she found a chair in the middle of the room of the kitchen. She just thought one of the boys had moved it, so she moved it back to its proper place. When she left the kitchen into the hallway, she heard the chair moving, and so she ran back into the kitchen, and the chair had been knocked over.
What did the ghosts have against chairs?
That's how I always think. Like, I feel like ghosts sometimes, I'm like, why do you pick, like, you guys are so unoriginal. Like,
But also,
you're
like-
moving a chair.
People functioning in their daily life don't just knock shit over. Like, don't you think if you're functioning as a ghost, You wouldn't be like, you'd be doing what you did when you were alive.
Okay, so I was listening to a podcast. Theo Vaughn had who is it? Sam and Colby. Forgot their names, dressed up as them. Had Sam and Colby on his podcast, and they were kind of talking about the paranormal. And they made a really good point of like when they investigate and like call out to ghosts, they're essentially like cold calling people. Like, hey, pick up, like, hey, want to talk to me?
Yeah.
That's how it feels like. And if you're, let's say, like a good ghost, like someone that's here, but like has no ill will, you're most likely not going to pick up because you're just like, I just want to be left alone.
Yeah, well, and also, like, think about it. So many of the situations where investigators are in locations, they're inside somebody's home.
Yes.
So, like, if we're coming from the perspective of, like, Nicole Kidman from The Others, half of the ghosts probably don't even know that they're dead.
That's true, too.
So they think that there is just some weird millennial strangers in their home with a camera going,
Yeah.
Like, it's weird. So, like, why would you engage with that? You'd probably be terrified. You'd probably be like, get the hell out of here. And if you do know that you're dead and you're like, I'm just living my life, you probably also just want to be left alone.
I'm just living my afterlife.
Yeah. So, like, for sure. And the ones that you are going to get are the ones who probably do know that they're dead. And they're like, I'm just mad. Like,
Well, that's the thing is like you have shitty people in life. Likely those shitty people die and continue to probably be shitty.
but it seems like with shitty ghosts, their shittiness increases. Like, do you double the shittiness when you die? Because like
Maybe.
they do shit that like you just wouldn't do as like a functioning human being.
Well, like
You're not just screaming in people's faces and pushing them down the stairs. I mean, there's obviously like there's people, but like it's like the 1%.
but it's I feel like if they're angry enough and if you're like pushing it, like if you're giving them the attention to be shitty because like that gets you
Yeah,
like, I
you-
ever wonder
you
if like
instigate
ghosts
them.
are like, ooh, I'm famous, like Sally from Sally House is like you can never be me, sorry, famous.
Probably. But again, it's like I always think about it, like I think a good representation of it is The Haunting of Hill House or The Haunting of Bly Manor, where like a house collects ghosts. But none of, like, some of them will cross paths, but not all of them are meant to cross paths. They're all just kind of functioning in their own space. They just all ended up in the same location.
Well, it, like, makes me wonder, like, do ghosts get to pick? Can they pick? You know? Because Sam and Colby also made this point of, like, we go to, like, these decrepit, haunted, abandoned locations and, like, get paranormal stuff. Like, who's going to hang out at abandoned places? People or ghosts who are kind of shitty.
Or the ones, again, like, I'm of the belief that, like, the ones that don't know they're dead, they're just going to function in the spaces they thought that they were meant to function. So they're not leaving. But, you know, there's also, like, again, let's go back to Sam and Colby. They've had several videos where Sam's grandma has shown up to, like, a investigation.
Yeah.
But she's not tied down anywhere. She's just, like, she's calling back. You know what I mean? Like, they're cold calling and then they're like, I gotta hang up. My grandma's calling me. You know what I mean? It's that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not dead, so I don't know. But, like, I think you're limited to what, like, your mind is gonna limit you to whatever degree you need.
Oh,
Or
okay.
whatever degree you believe.
Yeah, they talked about that. Like, you kind of have to, if you're going to, like, ghost hunt, you have to, like, meet it halfway. Like, you have to put yourself out there and put your faith out there in order to receive it.
And I believe your energy, right? They're always like, use our energy.
Don't use my energy. I barely have any. I barely have enough for myself.
How do you think I make it to Monday? Come
Yeah.
on. All I got is the weekend. Don't take that.
We'd hear sounds like footsteps coming up from the basement with no one there. It always felt like you were being watched with no eyes. Our attic we didn't know we had, you would hear sounds from it, but it passed it off as like rats or something. One time my oldest brother was over and was hanging out and we all heard knocking coming from the ceiling light, like taps from above.
See, again, like, be a little bit more creative.
I agree. Paint something on my wall.
Turn my TV off. Like, if you really want to get my
Don't
attention.
do that. Rude.
Hashtag rude.
Hashtag rude. Bake me dinner. You know? Wake me up to like a bacon breakfast.
Now that is some haunting. Imagine waking up to like a full, like, 9
Poached eggs.
9-course meal.
Perfectly cooked bacon.
Is it
like
ever
nice buttery toast.
5-course meal? 10-course meal?
10 course.
meal. That's a
That's
haunting.
a haunting. That's a haunting worth haunting for.
Yeah.
Worth ghost hunting for.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Clean my toilets, you know.
See, again, like, that's something you do, like, normally. Like, I always wonder how, like, to what degree are ghosts just, like, people sleepwalking?
Like, they're just, like, knocking into shit because they have no idea.
Well, like, I think of Step Brothers, where, like, the two brothers are sleepwalking, and, like, one of them puts the pillows in the oven, and the other one is, like, eating toast. Like, why are we not seeing ghosts do that?
Maybe that's what they are. Maybe they are sleepwalking.
The one thing I'm, like, don't fucking do as a ghost, like, if you're in my house, don't play around with my oven.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch my stove. Like, don't hang out in my kitchen.
Oh, so you don't want dinner. You don't want breakfast.
If you're a shit ghost, no.
Take out the garbage.
We have to build some trust first. Yeah, like vacuum my house first, and then
Organize my recycling.
Yeah, you know, like put my shoes away.
Take my bottles to the bottle depot.
Yeah, don't have my chair over.
I know, because that's just like, ugh.
Yeah, clean my mirrors. Like, you know, like let's start small.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. The basement lights would cut themselves off randomly when they were on. One night I was lying around, maybe 11. I heard heavy boots coming up to my bed and then leave.
Don't like that.
I thought one of my brothers put on my boots, but they were in the living room and my boots were in my room next to the closet. After a minute, I got up and asked who came to my room to check if I was asleep, and they all looked confused and said that no one has been. I was then met with a chilling feeling all over me. Okay, cool. Sick.
Cool story, bro.
My sister's dog Molly would growl at her room's closet many times, and that would freak out her sister. One time, me and my brother were playing Terraria on the Xbox. Terraria. Shout out Terraria. On the Xbox 360, minding our own business, having some fun. And her sister came up from her room and asked who knocked on her frame beside the door. We told her we had been here the whole time, which pretty much confirmed it itself. That knock happened a few times. That's happened to me. I've had, like, somebody knock on my bedroom door, and I'd open it and be like, what? And nobody's there. And I'd go to my sister's room. This was a while ago. I'd go to my sister's room and be like,
was that base, like,
Yeah.
at the house? I was always creeped out by that basement.
Same.
I always felt uncomfy, and whenever you went upstairs and I was down there by myself, I always, because where the couch is, or was, I don't know if it's there anymore, but where the couch is, there's, like, a pony wall. I don't know if they call them pony walls.
Yeah.
But, like, we call them pony walls here, and they're, like, half walls. There was, like, a window, kind of like an open, like, square above it, and I always felt like someone was standing there. I always felt uncomfortable.
I hated that living room.
And that closet near the furnace room. Hated that room. Isn't that where your mom's shit is?
Yeah, I mean...
Sorry, that's...
Well, now it's...
Isn't that where your mom...
Now it's in my... Like, where my sister lives now, because I live with my sister. It's in, like, her basement. My dad gave us all my mom... Because my mom has morning
It
jewelry.
followed you?
Yeah. So, I told you about my lava lamp recently.
Yeah.
That, like, it turned off by itself.
Dude, I don't know. I think
And then
your
turn back
mom's
on.
stuff is, like, really, like, I think it needs, like, an exorcism.
Where the stuff is, it's in, like, a closet under the stairs in the basement. When I walk past it, every now and then, I can hear, like, distant chatter.
I
Like,
hate
people
that. I
are
hate
talking to each other.
No.
Because I have to pass it to get to my bathroom.
Oh, I always felt uncomfortable in that basement. So, like, I 100% believe that. I 100%. Like, I almost never had a sleepover at your house because I did not like having sleepovers at your house.
I got so used to it that to me it was, like, very normal. But, like, every
Wait, did
now
I
and
ever
then,
tell
yeah.
you that? That was one of the reasons why I never, like, you slept over at my house way more than I slept over at your house.
Oh, you, like never slept
80% of the time you would sleep over at my house.
Yeah.
And it was usually because, like, I never told you, but I always felt uncomfortable in your house. I never felt like I could sleep properly.
Honestly, same.
Except for that one room we would play video games in. There was the one room that felt sanctioned away from anything else.
And that's where we would sleep.
And that's where we'd sleep. That's where we would play. That's where we would hang out. That was, like, our kind of space.
Yeah.
It was like a guest bedroom. And I never felt uncomfortable in that room, ever.
No, same. Honestly, that room was
But
like
your
a
bedroom
safe
felt
space.
uncomfortable.
My bedroom and my parents' bedroom were, like, dark.
And your basement.
The basement was
And
darker.
the stairs. I always felt... Well, and you know what? The room that made me the most uncomfortable was your entry room.
Oh, the entry room. That's where most of the antiques were.
Those couches were. Those
Yeah.
little... I hated that area. Hated that area.
That room felt very heavy.
It felt like there was people in every corner of that room.
Yeah. And, like, nobody was ever in that room.
Except your dad's desk. That was, like, your dad's spot. where he would play his like
Egyptian games
yeah
and
his
stuff like
like
that.
his like Age of Empire.
Love him.
Yeah.
Love that for him. Yeah, that house was pretty messed up, honestly.
And it didn't
still is.
and that's how I can confirm that like whatever you guys brought to the, because like once you moved out of that house, you guys moved into a brand new home,
Yeah, it was built like I think one family lived there before we did.
but not long.
No, not long.
And it felt haunted, and that's when I knew.
I mean, it was the stuff. Or it
The
could be me.
upstairs, like that upstairs loft, also felt like terrifying.
The upstairs of my like second big home was like I hate it. I felt safer in the basement, but the main floor was like the safe zone.
Yeah, the main floor never felt creepy. That little movie theater room,
Yeah.
upstairs, creepy. Hated that room.
Hated that room. I hated going upstairs for any reason. If I had to like grab something from
The
my
hallway,
Yeah,
creepy.
no.
Yeah.
I hate it. When I moved out of my apartment during COVID and moved back in with my parents, I stayed in the guest bedroom upstairs. Never slept. Like I was miserable.
I'm surprised you didn't move back down to the basement.
I eventually did.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, I'm not going to be here for long. And then COVID just took its sweet time.
Yeah.
Getting shit back together. So I was like, well, I might as well move into like my old bedroom because I'd have more space and more privacy.
Yeah.
And I felt safer in the basement than I ever did upstairs.
Yeah.
It was so creepy.
Super creepy.
And like, it's a feeling. You can never
Yeah,
really
it's
see
again,
anything.
it's that feeling of like you feeling watched, like you feel like you're not alone, and it's like I'm always of the belief, like if you're watching a scary movie and then you feel that way, okay, maybe don't trust your intuition, but if you're just feeling that way for no reason, trust your gut. I think like we're so, just in general, not even like ghost stuff. And maybe like this might be a bold claim, but I think as women we're even more prone to it, to like not trust our gut instinct because we don't want to come off as like crazy or dramatic or inconvenience people. But the amount of times that like I've heard women tell stories, and not just ghost stories, I mean like stories where they were walking down the sidewalk and they immediately felt like they shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
And then they would move, and then there was like a man who came around the corner on the other side of the sidewalk and looked kind of sketchy or something. Like my mom would always tell, it was like one of the best things that my mom ever did for me when like I was growing up. Like she would give me like pieces of advice, you know, like when you're going to a party, cover your drink, don't leave your drink unattended, make sure all your girlfriends are like, there was little stuff, don't go down the alley in the middle of the night, which seems like but like she would tell me, you know, check your back seat. Like if you're in a parkade, check your back seat in your car. Like she would tell me things to like prepare myself for the world, because you kind of have to if you're like a woman entering into this fucked up place.
Into society.
But one of the best things she ever told me was like, it does not matter how much it can inconvenience somebody. If your gut is telling you should not be in the situation that you are currently in, remove yourself.
I agree.
And anytime that's happened to me, I immediately go no. And it's happened in several occasions where it is like real life stuff, where like there was one time I went to a party where I was talking to this guy, and I like immediately felt uncomfortable. He was like this was like a while, I think it was even before I met my husband. And I immediately felt uncomfortable. I didn't feel safe. But he wasn't doing anything that was like weird. He was just like having a conversation with me, and he was like asking me if I wanted to join him, because he was like someone who smoked cigarettes and I didn't smoke, and he was like, do you want to join me on the back deck and we can continue talking? And I was like, I'm gonna stay here. And then I went to my friend and I'm like, I'm gonna hang out with you for the rest of the night, like I'm not gonna talk to that guy anymore. And he must have like found another girl at the party or whatever. Regardless, I had one interaction with him that one night. A few months later, we heard that like he like hit his current partner so hard that like she went into like a coma or something. Like he was abusive, like incredibly abusive. And then it came out that like he would roofie girls and like do all this stuff. And again, it was one of those situations where it's like, okay, I didn't know where like the conclusion was coming from, but obviously I felt weird about it. And I wouldn't be surprised if he like was planning something when we were at the party.
Probably. That's crazy.
So same thing with like ghost stuff. Like if I'm feeling watched, like genuinely feeling, I'm immediately like, nope. No.
Not for me.
Yeah. I'm
Peace
like,
out.
I'm not comfortable with this. I don't feel good about this. And it's funny because like, I don't think, like we obviously believe in ghosts. Like we have expressed this.
Well, we're Sam and Colby.
We're
the biggest ghost hunters in the world.
But I will say like, I've always felt like I've had, like I'm definitely more of an empath, I think is the best way to put it. And there has been several occasions. I remember I was in university and we were doing a group project, and one of the girls in my group, she was like, why don't you guys come over to my house and like we'll finish this project together. Went into her house. Her house was kind of like your original home. It felt like there was a lot. It was like an old home too. And I immediately walked in and I didn't see it, but like I almost had a picture in my mind when I looked up the stairs. I saw like a little boy. And we like went into the living room. We were doing the group project, and I kept hearing like noises upstairs. And I was like, "Oh, are your kids home?" And she's like, "No, my husband took them to soccer or whatever." And I'm like, "Okay, weird." And like we had as a group, we had kind of talked about the paranormal. Like
right.
we all kind of knew that. And she was kind of like a witchy girl.
Okay.
And we were getting ready to leave, and I was like, "I'm sorry, I just have to like ask." I was like, "Is there nobody else in the house?" And she's like, "No, it's just us." And I was like, "Do you think this place is haunted?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, it's definitely haunted." And I was like, "Okay." I'm like, "Is there a little boy here?" And she was like, "Yeah, like a little boy died like 20 years ago in this house." And I was like,
God.
"Okay."
You're like,
And she was like,
nice.
She's like, "Did you see something?" And I was like, "No," but I immediately walked in and I could see him. Like I still to this day can tell you exactly what I saw. Like that's how clear the image was in my head. And the same thing, like my parents and I went to a wedding one time in like a very well-known house, the Lougheed house. And we were getting ready to go downstairs for like part of the reception. And I, again, like saw this image in my head of a woman in a beautiful gown, with like a collar up to her neck and like a pendant in the middle of it. Her hair was in like this really pretty bun, and her hand was on like part of the railing, but there was like a big ball at the top.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She had her hand on that, and she had like the other hand behind her arm, kind of like holding like her like position, and she was so fucking happy. Like she was like smiling at us as we were going down the stairs, and I was like, "That's so weird." And later when we were able to like move around the house and check out, because it's kind of like a part museum, and they show like how they lived in this house, because it was like the mayor's home or something. It's like a very well-known house, and it is known to be haunted. But like we didn't come into this building with any context of what was in this house. Like we didn't know any information. We didn't know who lived in this house. We just knew it was the Lougheed house. And we were walking around upstairs, and they had a picture of this woman on the wall, and next to it said Lady Lougheed. And I was like, "That's the woman."
That's her.
I was like, "That's the woman I saw." And I said that to my dad, and he's like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah." I immediately saw a picture of her. And at this point, I didn't even know that this woman existed in this house. Like, I didn't know who was, like, the inhabitants of this house previously.
You
And I was like, "That's her."
superpowers.
And she looked the exact same. She had a different dress, but, like, it wasn't... The dress I saw when she was standing on the stairs wasn't as, like, grandiose as the one that she had in the photo. It was a little slimmer. But it was her.
Damn.
Yeah, so, like, little things like
At least
that
she
have
was happy.
happened. But I don't think I'm, like, a psychic or medium. Like, I don't see shit.
Maybe it's just because you haven't like I don't know if you've like maybe not like delved into it, because like I close myself off
try
to those
not to.
experiences.
I was more open before we moved to the apartment, and then in the apartment I was like, I don't want to invite this stuff in anymore.
I kind of agree. I think I've always been very open to it until I had really scary experiences, and then I was like, I don't want to be open to anything. I'm actually good just like
Well, and I
minding
definitely
my
felt like I
business.
kind of had to shield myself. And then when we moved to the apartment after, it was like almost so quiet. Like it was a brand new apartment. There was nothing in that apartment building. And then when we moved here, like I work really hard to like not have negative shit come into this house. Like it's really important to me that our home feels like a sanctuary. So I work actively to keep that mentality up. But I would genuinely be curious, like, how I would experience a space that is actually paranormal. Like, if we were to actually go ghost hunting, what would my experience be like? Because I've never ghost hunted.
I've never I feel like for the first little bit, honestly, I think just for our own sanity, we would be like making jokes to kind of like keep ourselves grounded.
For sure.
Just to, like, I feel like when you like make a joke, it like cuts the tension of just like, I am genuinely very scared. And I know Sam and Colby kind of got in trouble for that. I think they like the audience made them take it a little bit more seriously, because like you're talking about like dead people, and it's like, we'll respect the dead, that sort of thing. But like I could see myself kind of like taking the shit until something crazy happened, and then I would either not want to do it ever again, or I would chase that high of like, what was
I'm
that?
sure that's what ghost hunting is a little bit, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's that chase, that like, I can't believe this happened. Like, what else can we do?
Yeah, it's the adrenaline of it.
Which, I mean, Sam and Colby do all the time. They summoned a demon, or they summoned the devil
Yeah.
in one of their videos.
Yeah, they really pushed the limit. They went to the catacombs, which, like, I know a lot of YouTubers do, but I would never do that. That's where I would draw a line.
I have been to the Paris catacombs. I have been there.
The real Paris
the tourist,
catacombs.
though.
Yeah.
No, I paid a ticket to go
I
down.
would never step foot in the, like, unknown part of the catacomb, ever. And not because of the ghost part of it, because it is so easy to get lost, and the way that, like, no.
Same. No,
I would not willingly
fully
put
with you.
myself into a situation like that. I don't care how many views you'd get, and, like, I would never do it. I would never do it.
I would draw the line there too.
Yeah.
The cave climbing or like crawling through tight spaces is a no for me.
Yeah, that kind of stresses me out, but I think I might be okay. Like, I think I'd have to experience it to know if I'd actually, like, be capable of handling it. Like, I'm not claustrophobic, but the idea that, like, the scariest thing down there is probably not ghosts. It's probably the other fucking people down there.
Oh, for sure. Like the fact that they can steal your equipment, steal your flashlights. And when you're down there, like there's nothing you can't see. And there's like random holes in the floor that you could fall through.
Yeah,
and,
well,
like,
and recently the cops have been cracking down and they've been closing exits.
which is also terrifying.
Like,
'cause,
that was something we saw in the video they were in, was, like, they went to 3 separate exits and
Yeah.
they were all closed.
and they were all closed. They had to go back to where they came from just to get out, which took like hours.
Yeah, and they had to climb 300 feet on a ladder to get there.
So no,
It's
the
fucked.
answer is no.
Yeah.
I like watching it. Thanks for doing it, but I wouldn't do it myself.
No.
I draw the line there. I'd go to like an abandoned hospital or like an abandoned prison. I think that's like the scariest I would do, but I wouldn't do any rituals. I would refuse any like blood rituals or like demonic rituals.
Yeah. No.
No.
I'm good. I'm
Anyway,
good.
Sam and Colby, Sam and
Big
Colby,
fans.
big fan.
Just don't take us to Paris.
Don't take us to Paris. You can take us out to dinner though.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Anyways, just to like end this last story.
Yeah, give me
so,
one more beautiful story.
For that one, like it turns out there was a drunk man who killed himself in the basement, and that's why it was haunted.
Oh, shit.
The last one's actually, it's not really a story. I have a picture for you,
Okay.
and I will show it to the audience when it comes up. Essentially, like their ex-partner used to work at a child care center in Victoria, Australia. In the photos,
P. Sherman, Wallaby Way.
yeah, basically. So they just want to specify that these photos, honestly, lost. They like took the photos, didn't think about them again until later on. They went through the photos, like, oh wow, memories. These 2 photos are taken within a couple seconds apart.
Okay.
So that's all you need to know, is that these 2 photos were taken just a few seconds apart. This is the first photo that I will show Sarah, so don't scroll too much.
Okay. Just turn it and I'll look.
Nothing out of the ordinary. It's just a photo, right?
Of some
You see?
children, yes,
You can see
correct.
there's some children hanging out. They're just having fun. They're eating.
Yeah.
I don't know. The place looks kind of creepy, but they're posing for the photo.
I'm scared. Ooh, I'm scared. Ooh, is it gonna be creepy?
What do you make of this photo?
I don't know. I'm too scared to look into it.
That's okay. What do you make of this photo? Look at the 2 girls in the corner posing together.
Oh, what the fuck is behind her?
Right?
Wait, go back to the other photo.
So this is the first photo. The 2 girls are sitting there. They're posing, standing actually. They're posing,
Yeah.
chilling, hanging out. Nothing out of the ordinary. There's like knives hanging on the wall behind them, but that's
Great.
it.
Honestly, love it for them.
You scroll a little bit. Wait a minute. That's not supposed to be there.
Okay, give me your laptop for a second. I don't have my glasses on.
And the audience, I will show this to you. I promise. But I saw this and I was like, there's no way. There's no way. It scared the shit out of me. And like, it took me forever. Like, the comments were like, that is the scariest thing ever. Because on Reddit, it had the first picture and then you like pressed an arrow for the second picture. And I was going back and forth and I was like, one of the girls stood up and was like walking out the door. Like, I was looking in the shadows. I couldn't find it. I was like, I don't get it. I think everyone's like trolling on this picture. And then when I spotted it, like full body chills. Full body chills.
You can't see like eyes or anything either.
No.
You can kind of see like an indent of like part of the face, and it looks like a woman or a girl with long hair and like bangs. And it looks like maybe she's wearing like a black dress. What's weird though, I'm honestly trying to look for like an edit here. Like, is it edited out? But there's like a weird thing on the wall, and I was like, maybe that's something they were trying to erase, but it shows up on the photo before too. Honestly, the main character of this is the blonde boy next to her. Like, not even the girl that's like, that is weird, dude.
Isn't that creepy? Like, if somebody took my picture and there was like a full apparition behind me, like directly behind me, you could just see it, I would probably piss.
Do you think maybe there was a girl behind her and she's like crouching or something?
Maybe that could be, if like somebody was like standing behind them, and then she got up like during the second photo and was like, "Oh, awkward."
But then the person posting the photo, if you're being honest, right, you would probably say that.
Well, and like, I don't know. A lot of these be like, you probably won't believe me, but like, here it is. And with like, I think
Creepy.
ghost hunting now is honestly harder because of things like Photoshop and AI.
Yeah, I mean, like, if they could fake the Loch Ness Monster back in the old days, I think you can fake some shit now. But I definitely... And that's something I am always curious about, especially with, like... Not, like, I do believe Sam and Colby's experiences, but I wonder how many... Like, Ghost Adventures, I think they had one really good win. And then I wonder... Because you can't have every episode be an experience. Like,
No.
you have to have some kind of duds. You have to.
Sam and Colby talked about it on their podcast with Theo Vaughn, basically being like, we did travel like hundreds of miles to like these remote places, and like we had to scrap videos because quite literally nothing happened.
Yeah, and I think for them, like, I notice a lot with their experiments too, sometimes they do try to keep it pretty, what I think, and maybe I'm gullible, but they feel like they're genuine when they're like, okay, we recorded this, there's nothing here. Like,
Yeah.
and they'll show that, and then they'll have like another experience. But it's interesting because you're right. Like, how many times are you cold calling and they're not answering back? But that's a little creepy.
Isn't that terrifying?
Yeah.
Leave a
I'm
comment
not a fan of that.
if that scared you, the audience.
Ooh, Halloween.
I saw a video of like somebody who recorded, and they were like so excited about it. It was a full body apparition. I will try to find it, but I didn't know how to like post videos within a video yet. Hi, I'm new to editing. I don't know what I'm doing.
No, it's okay. I think the photo is helpful too, because then you can see like the before and after. But yeah, definitely very interesting. I try to remain skeptical, not because I don't believe, but because I want to give the benefit of the doubt of the fact that like things can be faked, things aren't always accurate, but like I also believe in people when they say that they've had an experience. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like a full-on skeptic, but I do know that our mind will play tricks on us. But like, that one's hard to explain,
It is hard to
because it's not
creepy.
just like a shape. Like, you see like details of whatever it is behind her.
Yeah, and it's like it would be hard to Photoshop just because it's like directly behind her and you only see like parts of it.
Well, and there's no face. Like, it's hard to, like, you don't see, like, you would expect to see part of an eye,
Or like an eyebrow.
and you don't. It's like faceless. Like
is faceless.
the House of Bly Manor.
Oh.
Or the Manor of the Manor of Bly Manor?
The Manor of Bly Manor.
Well, that is our Halloween episode.
Yay!
Yay!
It's
We
Halloween.
did it!
I hope you all went out and you got lots of candy. Lots of candy. I hope you watched scary movies. I
Yes.
hope you watched this.
I'd be curious to know, like, do you guys, so for Spencer and I, before we end this episode, Spencer and I've told my husband this like several times, but even before I met my husband, Spencer was the first love of my life and my absolute best friend. And we have always had the tradition that Halloween is our day.
Yes.
No one fucks with Halloween. It is Spencer and I's day. And if we can't be together, it's usually because like something more came up, like she was in New Zealand for 2 years. We couldn't be together for Halloween. But when we were teenagers, we always spent Halloween together.
Yes.
And as adults now, her and I always spend Halloween together. And if it's like on a weekday and we can't, we always make up for it on like the weekend or something.
Yeah.
But this is really special because today is Friday for you
Today's
guys.
Friday.
And it's like Saturday is, you know, you're not doing anything. So like, it's really special to be able to experience like Halloween with her. And Spencer and I always kind of have the same thing. And that's like, we hang out, we fuck around, whatever. And then at night we always watch like ghost stuff.
Yeah.
And it all started because my parents were recording
Most haunted.
Most Haunted. and we watched all the episodes while
All
they were
of them.
taking my brother's trick-or-treating, and started this tradition for us. And it was funny because my husband was like, well, like, we have friends doing this on Halloween, and I was like, no, I'm with Spencer.
Busy.
I was like, this is your house too, you can hang out with us. He won't, because he's like, what the fuck is this ghost hunting bullshit? But he knows Halloween is our day.
Is Leo a skeptic?
Yeah, I think so. I think he just doesn't know what to believe, but
Period.
he's had more ghostly experiences than I've had. He sees things.
I was gonna say because he's very sensitive.
He's very sensitive. Yeah.
Which is like, and maybe that's just his way of being like, I just don't want to be a part of it.
Usually
so.
the things that he sees too, he's like halfway in between sleep, and then he'll see something. But it's funny. Like, does anybody else's man or like men? Do you also have this experience where like I usually go to bed after him, like he falls asleep pretty quick, and then I'm like a bit of a night owl. I'll like do nothing. I'll just like shift in the bed, and he'll wake up like he is about to be murdered. Terrified.
What?
He wakes up terrified.
No, I think that's just you, honey.
He'll like wake up and he'll be like, oh, what? I'm like, everything's fine. And I wake up and no. What? If I wake up.
You know the memes of like when you wake your mom up from a nap and you're like, Mom, wake up, and she's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
That's gonna be Leo.
Oh, but he's already like that.
That's
and
so
nothing's
funny.
happened. And I don't fucking beat him when he's sleeping. Like, why is he terrified? And the only thing I can conclude to is like, maybe he's had too many experiences when he's half asleep.
I was gonna say,
where he sees shit. He also pulls this it's not stupid, but he pulls this stuff where he's a sleep talker.
Okay.
He'll wake up and like genuinely full on have a conversation with me.
Crazy.
And English is not his first language. He is from South America first and foremost. And so sometimes he wakes up and speaks to me in Spanish. And, but he's aware enough that he's having a conversation with me, but he'll like say weird shit to me. Like and sometimes it's funny stuff, but sometimes it's creepy shit. Like sometimes he'll sit up and be like, the man in the door. And I'm like, really? I'm just watching a movie. Like, really? So then I'm like, what man in the door? And he's like, right there. And I'm like, okay, fucking turn the lights on. And there's nothing there. And I'm like, okay, like go back to bed. Sometimes he'll wake up and he'll be like, did you bury the falafel? And I'm like,
You're
what?
like, yes, I did.
And
actually.
he's like, well, now I do that. I'm just like, just go to bed. But sometimes he'll be like, did you bury the falafel? And I'll be like, what? And he's like, the falafel. And I'll start laughing. And he'll be like, don't laugh.
This is very serious. I need it buried.
Or sometimes I'll start laughing, he'll laugh, and then he goes, not funny. and then he'll proceed to just go back to bed. He'll just roll over and go back to bed, and I'll go, what the fuck just happened? And then I have to sit with that for the next 30 minutes going, who's possessing my husband? And then the next morning, I shit you not, almost every time, the next day I'll be like, do you remember you asked me about a falafel? And he'll be like, no.
He's like, what are you talking about?
I'm like, what are you you had a full-on conversation. Were you not awake for any of that? And he's like, I don't remember any of this.
That's funny.
And I'm like, dude. But he does that a lot where he'll sit up and he'll go, what? Oh, what is that? And I'm like, fucking hell.
God damn it. It's nothing.
If I'm asleep and he does that, I don't even wake up. I just go, like, I don't wake up for shit. But when we lived in the apartment, there was a lot of occasions where he would wake up and see things. And so
I was gonna say it's probably trauma low-key from
I'm
like
sure.
that apartment. When we're not joking, like if we ever get to a point where we can ghost hunt for whatever reason, I would go back and do that apartment. I would find a way. I'd be like, hey, we used to live here. I never lived there. Hey, we used to live here. Can we like ghost hunt in your apartment? Mm-hmm. And I'm sure they'd be like, sure.
I don't know. My landlord was kind of like old and decrepit, but
He is the ghost.
he's like the old man from Up. He should not have been a landlord. He was so old. But yeah, I mean, I think he believes, but I think he's the same. Like, he's even more skeptical of the things that we see on YouTube and on TV, because he's like, that shit just isn't, like, it has to partially be staged. You can't just have like perfect things happening all the time, which I, to a certain degree, believe, but I think that there are real things out there.
I do agree with that to an extent.
But he's also not the kind of person to, like, if something happens, he's not exploring what that was. I'm more curious. But Yeah, there's been like several occasions. I've told you, like we've had incidences here and nothing like major, but like there was a time where I heard like somebody running down my stairs, and I went downstairs and I genuinely thought there was a person inside my house. That's how like real it sounded. And then I was proceeding to go back upstairs and I heard 2 bangs on my wall, and I was like, get the fuck out.
Yeah, and you're like, I actually have to leave.
You don't pay rent. Like, yeah.
Unless if I don't see like a $20 bill on that table by morning,
Yeah.
you were gone.
So there's like little shit like that, or sometimes I'll see like things in the corner of my eye. But again, like how much of that am I willing to like engage with? Because I think if you engage with it, you like produce more of it. But
I do agree with that. I shut it out. That's why.
But there's also like weird shit. Like my husband, his family has this like, and I think Hispanics will probably understand this more. But like, there's this saint,
Patrick.
Saint Anthony, I think is what its name is.
It.
I'm not Catholic.
Okay. Hi, Saint Anthony.
I think it's Saint Anthony. It might not be Saint Anthony. Saint Antonio.
That sounds correct.
I don't know. But my mother-in-law will pray to this saint if you've lost something. And she's like, if you help me find this thing, I'll light a candle for you. And it has worked for her every single time. And my husband lost something in the house. Maybe it was his car keys or something. It was something kind of substantial. And he prayed to Saint Anthony. I think it's Saint Anthony, but I could be so wrong. My Catholic friends tell me if I'm correct. But he prayed and like it showed up like that. And he was
No
like,
way.
oh, and I lost my engagement ring. And
Crazy.
he prayed to Saint Anthony, and my wedding ring, my engagement ring showed up.
Where was it?
I put it. Okay, this is gonna sound so fucking crazy, but I took it off at work.
Okay.
I think I took it off at work. I wouldn't have taken it off in the house. That's the thing that I can't justify. Is like I would not take it off in my house, but I took it off at work because I had like gotten some food or something on my hands when I was at work. So I needed to take the ring off, and I left it on the counter, and then I went back for it because I realized my ring wasn't there, and I couldn't find my engagement ring, and I was freaking out. I was looking for it everywhere. Went home. And was like, fuck, maybe I left it at home. So drove home a little bit early, went home, told my employees like, hey, if you find an engagement ring, it's mine. And I felt awful. Like I was convinced that it went missing, and I like went to Leo and I was like, I am so sorry. And he's like, it's just a ring. It's okay. But I was devastated because like, of course it's your engagement ring. Meanwhile, I'm not wearing my ring. I genuinely don't wear my rings these days because like, I haven't, but, maybe that traumatized me a little bit, but, I was devastated because this was like an heirloom that I wanted to pass down to my kids. Like it was really special to me. It's my engagement ring. Looked around my entire house. I shit you not. Even looked in the bathroom, like specifically at this one location, walked around. 30 minutes went by, and Leo was like, I prayed to Saint Anthony, and so did my mom. And I was like, okay, like whatever. And he's like, if you find it, we have to light a candle for Saint Anthony. And I was like, okay. And 30 minutes, I'm sitting on the couch, and I'm like, fuck, where is it? And I get this feeling, like I'm on the couch, and I'm like, I need to go to the bathroom right now. And not like I need to pee. I was like, I just need to go to the bathroom. Went into the bathroom, and it was placed perfectly on the little shelf in my bathroom downstairs.
Damn.
Just placed there, and not like on its side, like placed like it was on display.
Oh shit.
And I had looked there before. That's the thing that blows my mind is like, okay, maybe I took my ring off at the house and I thought I took it off at work, but I didn't. I took it off at work. I remember taking it off at work.
Yeah.
But the thing that blows my mind is I was looking in the bathroom. I dug through that entire bathroom.
Well, that's the thing. When you're like frantically looking for something, like you will tear that shit apart.
Yeah, and I was like, maybe it's here, but like, why would it be here?
You're taking down like the plaster of the wall.
Yeah, you're like, I would never put it here, but let's look because I don't know where else to look. So I was looking everywhere in that bathroom, and I would have seen it if it had been on the shelf. And I walked out, and I was like, I don't know where this ring is. And I was honestly like, okay, I think I'm going to have to start calling it at this point. And
calling the ring. Ring, ring. Hello.
Uh-huh. And sat down and was like, I need to go to the bathroom. And
That's
this isn't a
crazy.
bathroom that I like frequent. Like that's not the one that I do my makeup in. That's not the one that like I spend most of my time. Like I'm usually upstairs most of my time. It's not the throne, you know? And like that's our guest bathroom, and I was like, I need to go into that bathroom right now. And I stood up and I walked in and was like, what the fuck am I doing? And it was right there.
That's crazy.
And so I was like, light a candle. Like there's little shit like that happens where I'm like, I can't explain it.
So when you light a candle, is it like any candle, like Bath and Body Works, Watermelon Crush?
I don't know. I think it's one of those Mary candles.
Oh, okay.
Like the Catholic ones, the ones that never burn out.
Okay. Crazy.
If you ever need candles, like if you maybe it's like anti-Catholic, I don't know, like what's the blasphemous? Is that the right word?
I don't know.
But if you ever like are making a safety box of goods for like when, you know, like I'm not talking like a doomsday box. I'm talking like whether if things happen, you get stuck in your house for several days. You should have goods to like make sure that you have food and batteries and shit like that. Like I always think it's like super important. My parents always had one. And if you need candles, get those candles.
Because they just
never burn. Like they never burn out. They just, and because they're tall, you can have them throughout the house. They last for a really long time. Same thing with like the ones that you put on is it a menorah?
Like the Jewish holiday.
Yeah, like those candles.
Yeah, okay.
Because I think the story is that they lit the candle and it didn't burn out.
I wouldn't know. But
I'm not Jewish either. And again, if that's inappropriate, I apologize. But those candles are the same.
Oh, like
and I heard that from a friend who was Jewish. She was like, those candles don't burn out. She's like, we keep a bunch of them in the basement in case things happen.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's smart.
So like the tall, like religious candles are the best ones. Not your Bath and Body Works bullshit.
Love that.
Where you crater in the middle and then you don't burn the sides.
Yeah. What's up with that?
It's because you have to perfectly burn a layer of wax across the top of your candle when you get a new candle. You have to, when you light a candle for the first time, you have to prep your candle for it to burn accurately.
I don't like candles. Can I say that? Hot take. I don't like candles.
I don't light candles anymore. I have like candle warmers throughout my house. Because they just evenly melt my candles. Like
those are smart.
And they're safe, like safer, because they don't burn. Like
it's not open fire.
Yeah, but I'm like you. I try to stay away from candles. I'm more like about the like essential oils, or I have like these wall plugs that have essential oils.
Yeah,
like that you can like buy. But again, I try to keep it. It's usually a seasonal thing. I don't usually have my house smelling like perfect all the time. And I think like when I probably have kids, it'll probably decrease even more. But I have to like because I have pets, I try to keep the scent pretty low. And Leo's like an allergic man, so I can't have like scents up and down the house or it'll fuck with his nose.
Really? He's that sensitive to like scents?
Yeah, I could dust downstairs and he'll start sneezing up here.
Really?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
he should fix that. Maybe that's part of his,
I think our cats are killing him, but I love my cats, so.
He wouldn't care. I think he
does care, well, but he also loves them, so
he's like, it is what it is.
I'll win the battle. Okay, well, that was our Halloween episode.
Happy Halloween.
If you want to see more of us and want to check us out on other sites, you can find us at The Dysfunctional Duo all together or _ The Dysfunctional Duo all together. We're on TikTok, Instagram, oh my god, Spotify.
Sarah just burped. Real time. Not cutting that.
I don't think. Shut the fuck up.
I don't think. Shut the fuck up. Okay, close the cameras for a second. Shut the fuck up.
Are you fucking embarrassing me? Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I don't know where you're finding us, but check us out on our sites. And again, today, if you're watching this episode, we are live streaming on my Twitch channel. Spencer's gonna be playing a scary game. She does not yet know what it is, but it's a scary game. And she'll be playing for the first time, and we are doing another little duo costume. So if you want to come hang, the link will be available in the description of this video, so you can check it out if you're interested. If you're not, like, who the fuck are we? But if you're interested and you want to see more of the vibes and the dysfunctional gang, Spencer's been playing more video games with me, and chat's been loving it. So
it's been fun. It has been
really fun. We finished Little Nightmares 3 together yesterday, and it was
a good game.
It was depressing.
It was very depressing, but it was well done. Honestly, looking back now that it's like finished and done, I wish more happened.
And as somebody who played the 2 games, it felt like, aside from that one part at the end of the game, everything felt like a remake of the previous 2. So it wasn't super original.
It was pretty. I mean, like, I won't see you. I'm pretty bad at video games in general because I have small hands. But so it took us a while to get.
That's why you need a
it.
controller. I told you, you're a controller girl. You're not a keyboard girl.
One day. But it wasn't actually that hard. Like, it didn't feel.
No, Little Nightmares is a good little tiptoe in, but yeah. So come check us out there. And as always, this is Sam and Colby. Thank you for hanging. We'll see you in the next video.
See you in the next video.
Bye. Blah.